Hey everyone, it's Tuesday, um, and I'm checking on my plans for the day, and I've come to a decision. Um, I don't think it was a good idea to try hydroponics without being able to change the pH of the water. I'm starting to see the signs of that because, for example, on this, all the yellowing leaves. And this one, I'm not sure if it's a nutrient deficiency, the pH, or what, but these leaves are getting like black spots. I think there's one with white spots. There we go. And I don't know what if it is, but that looks like blossom end rot. I don't know if it's just because it's cold that's happening, or yeah, if it's blossom end rot. But yeah, so I've taken a cutting from this. I think that's where I took the cutting. And I'm put it in a bit of water and I'm rooting it. And because I don't want the same thing to happen here, this is my ahi lemon, and I've topped it, and I've used the bit I cut off on top, and I'm rooting that too in some water. Yeah, and then I'm just going to throw them into some soil, like a soil cocoa mix, because I don't think I can carry on with this hydroponics business until I can get the stuff to test and adjust the pH. Busy saving up for that, but I don't have a job at the moment, so yeah, it's going to take a while until I get a job at least. Yeah, so and then I just wanted to mention these jalapenos. They're huge now. A lot bigger than I thought they would on a plant this size. Yeah, I mean they're not showing any signs of like blossom end rot or anything, so I don't know if it is the pH, because this one seems fine other than the yellow leaves. I've considered the fact that this is more of a fungal infection or bacterial, because when the seeds first came up, I tried to separate one that came up here, and I happened to have a little bit of soil on my hands from just going out, being outside and stuff, and I think that has messed up the rock wool. It's just a weird color. It's dark and doesn't look very good. So that's also a possibility. We'll see. I hope it's nothing like blight or anything, because that would really suck. Yeah, anyway. And these are a few more plants. I'm not sure at this point how many I'm going to show you. Who knows, might even be all of them, but hope you stick around for the rest, but I don't blame you if you don't. Yeah, these are just a couple plants I randomly picked out. This one, Brazilian starfish. It's actually, other than those hydroponics plants in the jars, these were actually the first to come up. This one specific, no, not this one. Well, this Brazilian starfish, they were one of the first to come up when I germinated them. And I'm just really chuffed with this growth. Like, there's internodal growth even happening. And even this growth down here by the cotyledons is pretty impressive. I haven't seen, I mean, granted I haven't grown many varieties yet, but I haven't seen much growth in those cotyledon shoots in any of the other varieties I've grown. So yeah, that's actually quite exciting. Yeah, this is my cayenne, or one of my cayennes. Um, yeah, it's doing well. It just lost a leaf. I don't know why that happened. I'm hoping it's nothing too serious. But this one I actually planted in like a cocoa potting soil perlite kind of mix. There's also a little bit of compost mixed in there. Yeah, just to see what happened, because I have had a lot of cayennes come up, and I just figured why not do a little bit of an experiment. So I'll make my decision on if I'm going to plant the rest of them in the same mix, like when I need to pot them up. I don't know yet, but we'll see how this goes, and it seems to be going well. It's got some pretty good growth going. Obviously it's not quite as fast as the cocoa and hydroponic stuff. It's because it's pretty old. Because it's not the same nutrients. I use like hydroponic nutrients and cocoa nutrients for this stuff, but this is just relying on the soil, and the nutrients isn't as readily available when it's getting it from the soil. And yeah, so far so good. This is a serrano. Kind of chuffed with this growth, because it came up like last week, and it's already got good amount of growth going. There was also another one that I actually separated from this, and I've come to realize that serrano is a very delicate variety, because that one is really struggling. It's like got curled leaves. I might just show you in a bit. Actually, here it is. I hope you can see that. That's what this other serrano is doing, and I separated these. This one is the one that actually moved. This one was originally in this pot, in this cup. Yeah, so it's not doing very well. I've also put it a little further away from the light, just in the hopes that it helps it recover. It's still getting a good amount of light, but it's not as like directly under it. So yeah, I'm hoping that helps. Anyway, this is a Tabasco. I don't know, I just felt like showing it because it's already had one. I have 3 of these now. There's this one came up and I separated it, and now today I found this one. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to separate it after this. Here's a few more. I don't think I'm going to show you much more than this, because the rest aren't really doing much. Still is getting used to being in this environment. But yeah, here's the Mozambique peri peri, or one of them at least. Yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with this growth. It's pretty good. Yeah, there isn't much to say. I'm pretty excited for this variety, because I've kind of, in my heart, I've kind of given up on that other one. That just peri peri one in the jar. I'm still going to do my best in helping it survive and everything, but my hopes aren't high for it. So I've kind of put all my hopes in these ones. So yeah, I'm pretty excited just to taste it, because I've heard, from what I remember, I really enjoyed peri peri, but I don't remember what it tastes like, you know? And I've heard it's like a really good one, so I know it's probably ridiculous, I don't even remember, but it's been a while. So here's red Thai. I'm chuffed with this growth. It's also in cocoa. It's not the one in the soil mix, or the soil. And I think this is red Thai. For some reason I didn't label it, which I do that sometimes because I'm silly. And yeah, I think it's a red tie. It looks pretty much like a red tie because it's pretty small, and I remember transferring one yesterday that was pretty small still. And this looks like it could be it. So I think it's red tie. I'm going to label it as that red tie because what's the harm? It'll just be a fun surprise if it doesn't end up being one. So yeah, this is Savina Peach. I got Savina. I wanted to get the red, like the OG Savina, just because it was like it held the title as one of the hottest varieties at one point, and I thought that was pretty cool, and I wanted to see what it's all about. But then I couldn't get the red one, so I just settled for peach. I'm hoping it's good. I'm going to try the red one sometime and compare. Yeah, this is all I have at the moment in terms of Savina, so hoping it's good. And this is, what was this? Oh, another cayenne. This is in just a cocoa mix. I mean a cocoa perlite mix. It's not got any compost or soil in it. So it'll be interesting to see how this compares to the other one. If this one gives trouble and the one in the soil mix doesn't, then I know it's something to do with the pH and nutrients imbalance and stuff. So that'll be an interesting one. So yeah, I think that's all. Actually, let's show you the others that are doing stuff. There's ones that came up fairly recently and they're not doing much, but I may as well show you the bigger plants that are doing stuff. These are doing pretty well too. This is starfish, Brazilian starfish. It's not doing as well as the other one, but you know, it'll get there. I think this one came up a little bit after. It was later than that one. So yeah, I don't know, it's understandable. It was like a few days more, so like a week I think. So yeah. This is, I think, Bishop's Crown. Yeah, Bishop's Crown. I'm pretty chuffed with this growth. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I'll show you the other one in a moment. So yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with this one. There's no, wait. No, there's no internodal. There's a little bit internodal growth. Which, yeah, it's pretty cool, but nothing to write home about. This one has a little bit of internodal growth, if you can see there. So that's pretty cool. This is Anaheim. Yeah, Anaheim. I'm worried about these cold leaves. I'm worrying it's getting a bit too much light. This one's also fairly cold. We'll see. I'm going to see how the rest of the plant goes. Hopefully it's just because these are young, like very young leaves, and they're, you know, they're very sensitive and all. So yeah. This is rainforest. I think I showed this last time. Yeah. So there's a little bit of internodal growth over there. Oh gosh, what is that? Oh no, it's nothing serious. Yeah, so this one's pretty cool. I'm actually quite excited for this one. I just had a hunch that it would be really awesome, and I'm curious to see how accurate that hunch was. The heat sounds cool, and yeah, I'm interested in the flavor. Hopefully it's something really nice. So here, I think lastly, I think this is going to be the last one. Yeah, there's these ones. This is another starfish, Brazilian starfish. Yeah, this one was actually the first one to come up. Out of the starfish, yeah. For some reason it doesn't look as good as the other one, but I don't know why. Maybe it's the smaller container. I don't know if that might be playing a role, but yeah. And then there's this one. This is another bishop's crown. This one looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this one's growth. For some reason I can see my finger through that. I never know if that's good or bad. My gut says not good, but I've tried looking up what it could be and nothing, can't find anything. So yeah, still on the lookout for that mystery being solved. This is, what is this? Oh, Mozambique Peri Peri. This is my third one. Yeah, I think. Oh wait, yeah, these both are Mozambique Peri Peris. This one came up quite a while after the others, but it was in the same like batch of seeds. Yeah, I don't know why they came up such different times, but yeah, you know. So yeah, this one is doing pretty well. They both are. This is Anaheim, another Anaheim. I don't know what that. Why are you? I don't know what that's all about. It's like all wrinkly, and I'll have to do some research on that. I'm sure it's something to do with the light being a bit too intense. Yeah, I'll have to do some research on that. Yeah, other than that, I think this is looking good. These newer leaves, don't seem to be curling at all or having any problems. So I don't know, maybe it's just because they're young leaves. There's this one. This is Pepperoncini. Another one I'm quite excited to try. My family and I actually had like a little fun thing where we would vote which variety would come up next, and my dad picked this one. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, he got an extra biscuit for that at night at tea time. So yeah, here's the red tie. Yeah, it's got some pretty good internodal growth, which I'm pretty chuffed about. And yeah, I think that's going to be the last of them. So yeah, cheers. I'll see you tomorrow.